I was reborn on the day I confessed to my childhood sweetheart. Amidst the crowd's teasing, he looked at my tear-swollen eyes and asked coldly, "Emily, do you think this attention-seeking act is amusing?" Then he turned tenderly to his first love beside him. "Wait for me. I'll come find you after handling this." He lectured impatiently, "Why are you always crying? Read more books when you're free instead of obsessing over romance." Fed up, I pushed him away and threw myself at Liam, the school's notorious troublemaker, watching nearby. "Husband," I sobbed uncontrollably in his arms. 18-year-old Liam was still alive. Everything could still be fixed. Before dying, Liam made me pinky swear to live until 100 before joining him. I agreed, then betrayed him, immediately arriving in the afterlife 3 days later. Closing my eyes, I'd prepared an excuse. I'd tell him I dreamed he was flirting with other ghosts. Truth was, I couldn't sleep without him. When I reopened my eyes, I was 18 again, holding flowers amidst renewed cheers of "Confess. Confess." My gaze instantly found that shock of bleached hair. Liam stood in an ignored corner, his glance brushing over me with calculated carelessness. Tears spilled over before I could speak. Ryan's voice cut through, "Emily, is this pathetic display necessary?" The crowd stilled. Olivia broke the tension. "Ryan, we need to confirm your award speech." He turned to her with rare softness. "Wait for me." Olivia was Ryan's academic equal. People joked they were the ultimate power couple, though she'd once scoffed, "I'm not some boy-crazy airhead." Ryan had looked at her with admiration I'd never seen directed at me. He'd often said he hated girls who only thought about romance. Yet I'd been that exact girl, even foolishly believing he'd spare my dignity during my birthday confession. Now I understood he despised emotional blackmail. Like when he snatched my flowers. Snapping, "Read Shakespeare instead of chasing crushes." The crowd buzzed as I froze. "Look, Emily's crying," someone whispered. But my tears weren't for Ryan. My fingers clutched the daisies meant for Liam. This time, I'd get it right. She's been fawning over Ryan for years, only for the school's golden girl Olivia to become the campus joke. God, I'm cringing just watching this. In my past life, I actually broke down sobbing from sheer embarrassment. But right now, my entire world has narrowed to that bleached blonde guy in the corner. My lips tremble as I stare at him, tears streaming silently down my face. Ryan frowns at my pathetic state and sighs. "Emily, must you always be such a crybaby? You're blocking my view." Shoving him aside, I sprint across the room and launch myself at Liam. "You're alive." I choke out between sobs, burying my face in his familiar cotton candy-scented hoodie. I thought. Liam freezes under my death grip. "The hell? Girl? You got the wrong guy." His ears turn crimson as Ryan's angry voice cuts through the cafeteria. "Still pulling these childish stunts, Emily?" Ryan's sneer carries across the suddenly quiet room. "This time, you can cry alone." I barely register his retreating footsteps, too busy mapping Liam's torso through his thin t-shirt. "Take it off," I demand between hiccups. "I need to see your chest." "Jesus Christ." Liam bats my hands away, face flushing tomato red. "You crazy or something?" The crowd's murmurs fade as I cling to him desperately. 18-year-old Emily still has both legs intact. 18-year-old Liam hasn't taken that fatal knife wound for me yet. This time, I'll protect that reckless heart beating wildly beneath my palms. This time, everything will be different. Liam looked at me in disbelief and threatened. "Then I'm really leaving, okay?" He carried me out of the classroom. The moment we stepped into the hallway, the dean's voice boomed. "Hey, Liam! Shouldn't you be at practice instead of playing around with a female classmate?" I clung to him even tighter. Seeing my determination, Liam flushed and explained. "Sir, her leg's broken. I'm taking her to the nurse." The dean softened slightly. "All right, kid. Didn't know you had a heart under that tough act. Suddenly I remembered, in our past life, Liam had done this too. Carrying me across continents for treatments. Staying through every physical therapy session. Once the dean left, Liam glared at me, exasperated. What's your game now, Emily? I tightened my arms around his neck. Honey, he shuddered visibly, gritting his teeth. Stop calling me that. Who's your boyfriend? You are. I pouted, nuzzling his collar. My favorite honey. He looked ready to combust. Through clenched jaws. He hissed. Remember who threw my love letter in the trash yesterday? My cheeks burned. Terrible timing. Liam had confessed to me before, only for me to stomp on his letter while sneering. I hate jocks who think muscles replace brains. Never mind that I was a dancer with zero academic drive myself. Truthfully, I didn't hate Liam. I despised him because Ryan did. Ryan loathed anyone wasting potential. Especially loudmouthed athletes like Liam who ruled the school through sheer intimidation. Battling eyelashes. I chirped. That was just a test. I promise I'll only love you from now on. Honey. Liam's eye twitched. For God's sake. Drop the honey crap. No. Fine. He exhaled sharply, adjusting his grip on me. Call me whatever. But Emily, you're human. Not a koala. Get down. But I want to stay like this. Honey, his Adam's apple bobbed, ears burning crimson. 18-year-old Liam was all bark. Zero bite, adorably fierce beneath the scowl. Liam carried me to Ben's house. Ben was conducting spiritual consultations at the alley entrance, muttering incantations daily. Ben. She might be possessed. Liam said. Ben stroked his beard, eyeing me. Bloodshot eyes. Definitely haunted. He drew a talisman on yellow paper. Stick this on her to ward off evil spirits. Liam set me outside, instructing. Wait here. Don't follow me. I disobeyed, creeping to the doorway. His whisper carried through the wood. Ben, is there a talisman to keep her haunted permanently? I bit my lip. Triumphant, he'd been head over heels for me all along. This lifetime. I vowed. I'll chase you first. I'd lived with the Davis family since childhood. Our family's marriage pact dissolved when my parents died. 10-year-old Ryan clutched my hand. Emily. I'll always be here. They gave me dance tutors and designer dresses, treating me like their future daughter-in-law until my leg injury made me unsuitable. At dinner, Mr. Davis served braised pork. How's calculus? Mrs. Davis asked. Their past life hypocrisy choked me. I'm moving to campus dorm. The dorms? Mrs. Davis gasped. Let Ryan tutor you. He's busy with competitions. I said. Ryan's fork clinked against porcelain. Mrs. Davis glanced between us. Did you fight? He's been kind. I smiled. Like a brother. He'll marry someone worthy. Ryan's knuckles whitened around his chopsticks. Later, insomnia's familiar claws returned. Moonlight painted the kitchen blue when Ryan appeared holding steaming broth. Eat. My reflection quivered in the wonton soup, his childhood peace offering after nightmares. The scent of star anise and ginger blurred time. For 17 years. This had been home. Now the porcelain bowl burned my palms like a grenade. Still upset about what happened earlier? He crouched down in front of me and sighed helplessly. I'm just frustrated that you're already a senior and not focusing on your studies. When I stayed silent, he reached up to ruffle my hair. All right. Stop sulking. Okay? He chuckled softly. Silly girl. He always did this, saying something gentle whenever I got hurt. And like a fool, I kept forgiving him repeatedly, deluding myself into thinking he cared because he'd occasionally show tenderness or perform small considerate acts. When I ignored him, He stroked my hair again with that infuriatingly indulgent tone. Do you think our future kids would inherit your foolishness? He'd said those same words in our previous life. Back then, I'd been moved to tears, believing he'd imagined our future together. Little did I know he'd actually been echoing our teacher's comment after he and Olivia won that academic competition — if these two ever have children, they'll be geniuses. He wasn't envisioning marriage with me, but worrying I'd dumb down his precious lineage. I forced a smile. Don't worry. We won't have children. Ryan exhaled sharply, brows furrowing. Emily, I don't have time to coddle your random mood swings. Won't happen again, I replied calmly. He left without another word. Later that night, I pounded on Liam's door until the school's notorious troublemaker appeared. Without hesitation, I threw myself into his arms. Liam, I need to sleep with you. What the hell? The bleached blonde athlete froze mid-swear, hands awkwardly hovering. Since when is this a service I provide? I can't sleep without you, my voice cracked with exhaustion as I clung tighter. Please, I just want to rest. After dramatic grumbling about damn sleep terrorists, he finally relented. The moment we reached his bedroom, Liam grabbed a pillow to flee. I snatched his wrist. Where are you going? Couch. No. Stay. I begged, channeling every ounce of pathetic desperation. In our past life, Liam had been my security blanket, the only person whose presence granted me peaceful sleep. He collapsed onto the mattress like felled timber, muttering colorful curses about needy brats as I triumphantly clung to his arm. Sleep then. It's not like I'm the one losing out. Let me tell you, a punk like me can do anything. He spat tough words but turned away blushing, putting distance between us. I happily closed the gap, wrapping my arms around him from behind. My hands instinctively wandered downward. He bolted upright, clutching the blanket. Emily Johnson, where the hell are you touching? I pouted innocently, just holding something that makes me feel safe. You feel safe? What about me? He protectively curled into himself like some chaste martyr. Sometimes I really want to report myself to the police. But you always loved sleeping naked in my arms before. He looked horrified. What? Since when do I like sleeping naked? After we got together. Post-marriage, Liam developed a naked sleeping habit and forced me to join him. Claimed skin-to-skin contact feels better. Gotta admit, it kinda did. Liam stared at me like I'd grown horns. Emily, did some succubus possess you? Do you need to drain a man's vitality to survive? Will you let me drain yours then? His face burned crimson as he declared with teenage righteousness, don't even think about it. I'm a straight-A student, no early dating. But I can't sleep without holding you, my lips trembled. Hubby. Conflict flashed in his eyes. Just regular hugging. Okay? He sounded half desperate. I didn't get with Liam until 25. Who'd guess this future playboy was such a pure-hearted 18-year-old? Adorably naive. 18, that perfectly innocent yet capable age. The kind of innocent high school boy cougars dream about. So hard to resist. Let me just look then? 18's such a tender age, harder than diamonds. Look at what? He jumped like a scalded cat. Ears burning. Emily Johnson. Have you no shame? Ah. He didn't understand. 28's the prime age for hunger. I bit my lip pitifully. Liam, calling me daddy wouldn't work either. He cocooned me tightly in the blanket like a human burrito, pinning me down from outside. Sleep. And stop calling me that. I nodded. Okay, Liam. He sighed. Not okay, Liam, just okay, Liam. The familiar scent and heartbeat rhythm, my security blanket had returned. Staring at his 18-year-old face, I whispered, Liam, I'm not possessed. I'm actually Emily from 10 years in the future. He snorted. Why not say you're a fairy descending from heaven? Seriously. I'm from 2028. He humored me with a nod. Sure. I'd believe you even if you said you're from Mars. Don't believe me? My eyes drifted downward. You have a mole, there. He jolted violently, shock splashing across his face. Holy shit! Emily! When did you, in 7 years? After composing himself, he asked tentatively, You're really from the future? Unable to contain curiosity, do I win world championships? Of course. You took gold at 22. Completed Grand Slam by 25. Nobody could outswim you worldwide. Damn. I'm that awesome? His eyes sparkled before pressing, What about you? Become famous ballerina? I lowered my gaze. Why yeah, we got married? His voice quivered with vulnerable hope. We started dating after graduation. When you won at 22, you proposed during the medal ceremony, global broadcast. His breath hitched. Kids? My smile softened. After dominating our fields. You retired at 28 while I transitioned from stage to teaching. That year, I swallowed the lump in my throat. The truth burned, no proposal ever came in that championship year. My aimless life had been salvaged by Liam at 25, only to drag him into darkness. But here at 18, redemption glowed within reach. I woke refreshed. Liam had left early for training, his decade-long swimming regimen since childhood demanded pre-dawn laps, daily pushing past physical limits. This grueling discipline made academic struggles pale in comparison. When I arrived at the classroom, I ran into our homeroom teacher. Perfect timing. Emily's here. The graduation gala's approaching. How's the rehearsal going? I blinked, momentarily caught off guard. My desk mate answered for me. MS. Johnson's choreography is amazing. And Emily's been doing great during practices. Combined with Ryan's piano solo. We'll ace the competition. Our class is totally winning this. Good. Keep up the momentum. The teacher nodded before leaving. Only then did I remember, the entire senior class girls were supposed to perform a group dance. Our principal had declared this our last chance to bond before college. The routine we'd chosen blended contemporary moves with classical Chinese elements, featuring Ryan's live piano accompaniment and vocals. As class valedictorian and state-level pianist, Ryan initially refused until I begged for 3 days straight. Olivia strolled into the dance studio 20 minutes late that afternoon. Someone muttered, Here comes Miss Perfect. Did you get lost memorizing the periodic table again? Unfazed, Olivia announced. The principal needed Ryan and me to draft our commencement speeches. Her tone carried that trademark superiority. A girl behind me hissed. Someone's desperate for spotlight. Let's review yesterday's sequence before running through the full routine with Ryan's track. I called, ignoring the tension. Everyone nailed the steps except Olivia, who kept missing the beat. Seriously, Olivia? A dancer snapped. You messed up the same move yesterday. Weren't you supposed to practice? Yeah. Another joined in. Thought geniuses could learn anything overnight. What's wrong? Is calculus more important than teamwork? Olivia's smile turned icy. Why should I waste time on this frivolous nonsense? Will pirouettes boost anyone's SAT scores? At least I'm investing in my future instead of playing dress up. That's when I lost it. You're the one holding us back by skipping rehearsals. Don't blame others for your lack of commitment. Please. She scoffed. This whole thing is just your vanity project. Emily. Why drag everyone into your little Broadway fantasy? The room erupted. It's about class pride. Someone shouted. Should we let you lead instead? Last time you danced, you looked like a seagull fighting a tornado. Laughter crackled through the studio. Olivia's cheeks flushed crimson. How juvenile. She spat before storming out. Truth was, Olivia had always alienated herself. She'd famously declared during freshman year, girls are too dramatic. I'd rather focus on my studies. While we traded manga volumes, She quoted Shakespearean sonnets. When teachers asked for problem-solving methods, she'd write advanced calculus on the chalkboard for Ryan's benefit. Many girls in class thought Olivia was too pretentious. But Ryan considered her his soulmate. He even believed I was the one leading the isolation against Olivia and bullying her. When Ryan stood up for her, Olivia just calmly said, "Let it go. There's no point arguing with fools." This made Ryan admire her even more. Some said a top student like Ryan would only be attracted to intellectual equals, that they were all about sapiosexual relationships. To him, I was just a simple-minded art student. I shrugged indifferently. In that case, Olivia, you shouldn't dance. Locking eyes with her, I smirked. Honestly, your dancing looks ridiculous. The class erupted in laughter again. She trembled with rage. Speechless. Ryan finally intervened. "Emily, must you be so vicious?" "Vicious?" I scoffed. "Last lifetime, after I broke my leg," she told me in this exact tone, "Emily, the way you limp is hilarious. I'm just returning the favor." Except she's not crippled this time. Anger flashed in Ryan's eyes. "Will you bullies ever stop harassing Olivia?" He shielded her, declaring, "If she quits, I quit too." Olivia's eyes welled up with gratitude. "Ryan." I smiled breezily. "Perfect." Last time, Olivia had sabotaged our performance by accidentally falling at Ryan's feet during our routine. When he instinctively caught her, the music screeched to a halt. Our choreography dissolved into chaotic silence. Yet teachers praised Ryan's heroic act of friendship, awarding them a special honor. On stage accepting the prize, Olivia waved at me. "Emily, could you take our photo?" The audience cheered while our team cried backstage. With Ryan and Olivia gone this time, the class panicked about losing lead vocals. "Emily, maybe we should just use the backing track," someone suggested. I waved them off. "Relax, we've got replacements." During my darkest depressive episode last life, Liam would cradle me while humming lullabies, his voice pure magic. After my physical therapy, he'd been the one urging me to dance again. I danced while Liam played the piano accompaniment. Immediately grabbing my phone, I texted Liam, "Our performance needs you for piano solo and vocals." He responded instantly, "Hell no." I deployed my ultimate weapon, hubby. "Hubby! Hubby! Shut up! Hubby, wait. I mean, I'm coming." I couldn't help giggling. That reaction was practically Pavlovian. Liam arrived grudgingly yet speedily. Ryan and Olivia exchanged disbelieving looks. "How could Liam replace you in the performance?" Ryan snorted dismissively. "What decent music could some jock play?" In his eyes, athletes and art students were all academic rejects. The skepticism didn't dampen our spirits. When the stage lights illuminated the evening gala, I led our class girls in graceful choreography as soulful piano melodies and rich vocals filled the auditorium. The audience erupted. Thunderous applause and cheers exploded. "Stunning! Our girls slayed! Wow! Your Majesty Liam! What other talents are you hiding? Forget swimming, you should debut as an idol." Post-performance, Liam swaggered over. "Faux casual, well? Didn't embarrass you?" My hard eyes probably glowed visible as I gushed, "Hubby, you're amazing." He tilted his chin up, obviously. Our act won first place effortlessly. Emily and Liam ascended the stage as representatives. The principal beamed. "I never knew our students had such talents." While we traditionally honor academic achievers, well-rounded excellence is our true goal. "Emily and Liam, please share your stories." Surprised, we glanced at the audience. Olivia clutched her prepared speech, frustration evident. Ryan watched us with conflicted intensity. Stepping to the mic, I inhaled deeply. "I'm Emily. My mother was an accomplished classical dancer. Since age 7. I've trained through countless falls and setbacks. Dance taught me resilience and relentless pursuit of dreams. My goal is Beijing Dance Academy and the Tally Cup Championship. Liam stepped forward. Athlete's posture commanding attention. I'm Liam, competitive swimmer. From nearly drowning at 8 to mastering pools at 18. Every training session tests body and will. Failures and doubts never stopped me. His usual smirk vanished. Gaze intensifying. My dream is Beijing Sport University and Olympic gold. The auditorium roared with applause. At 18, deferred dreams find fulfillment. Backstage. Our classmates mobbed us. Snapping photos with the trophy. Let's find someone to take a group photo. Someone suggested. I smirked and waved at Olivia. Olivia, could you take this for us? You're the only one not in the shot anyway. Olivia clenched her jaw, raising her phone with forced calm. Liam strode toward Ryan, shoving his phone into the class president's hands with a cocky grin. Be a pal, Ryan. Get a good shot of me and my girl. Ryan snatched the device, his expression glacial. When Liam showed me the photo, I shrugged. It's okay. Guess we'll need a retake, Liam announced. Utterly shameless. My girl's not impressed. Ryan exploded. Who the hell do you think you are? Liam? Liam's arm slid around my shoulders. Sunshine bright as he countered. Emily's future husband. Problem? You're just some jock. Ryan spat, trembling with rage. What makes you think you're good enough for Emily? Olympic dreams? Don't make me laugh. I stepped between them. Ryan, I said coldly. You ranked 25th in last week's mock exams. Liam placed 2nd statewide and 5th nationally in his last swim meet. Tell me again who's the underachiever here. Tugging Liam's sleeve. I turned away. Send me that photo for my lock screen. Wait, I need to edit it first. You're paler than me in this. Chlorine bleaching. He grinned, flexing swimmer's shoulders. Later, Ryan cornered us after school. You're still aiming for Beijing Dance Academy. He pressed. Let me tutor you. No thanks. Memories flashed of his impatient sighs during past study sessions. His bafflement at my struggles with concepts he found elementary. I'm sorry about the talent show incident. He murmured uncharacteristically soft. Stop being difficult. Emily. I barked a laugh. Difficult? Ryan. I stopped needing your help the day you started groaning through our study sessions. Go discuss sonnets with Olivia if you're bored. Emily. I don't even like her. He blurted. I'll apply to Beijing schools too. After graduation. Wheel. Didn't you two just send Ivy League applications? I cut him off. His face whitened. Those were just backups. Deja vu washed over me. Last lifetime. He'd made these same empty promises before boarding that international flight without me. On the day of my art school audition, Olivia deliberately told me Ryan asked where I wanted to attend college. When I said abroad, he applied to the same school. Don't tell me he never mentioned it? She lifted her chin arrogantly. Disgust etched across her features. Emily, how much longer will you cling to him? He's never liked you. Only Ryan is worthy of me. Just as I'm the only one worthy of him. Her cruelty cost me admission to my dream school. When confronted, Ryan simply shrugged. The overseas program offered better opportunities. Olivia means nothing to me. He officially made me his girlfriend, promising marriage after graduation. I believed him. After graduation came new excuses about focusing on his startup with Olivia. They rode the tech boom to success while I languished in mediocre dance performances. Critics praised my technique but found my movements emotionless. Media dubbed Ryan and Olivia the golden couple from prominent families. Our engagement kept getting postponed. I glanced at the calendar. College entrance exams loomed. with Ryan soon leaving for Stanford. I stopped chasing him. Instead, I crammed textbooks with Liam in his cramped apartment. Who signed Treaty of Shimonoseki? Not me. Obviously. What about the rock from Zhuangzi? The rock's so large that one stew pot can't hold it? Brain fried. Snack break? Deal. At dawn, we stumbled outside to find Ryan with his parents. Their faces darkened seeing us. You've been living here? Not the dorms? Ryan demanded. Correct. His mother gasped. Emily, we raised you as our own daughter. How could you shack up with this delinquent? Get home now. I stood calmly through their tirade. Mr. and Mrs. Davis, I appreciate your care these years. But I'm an adult now. The profits from my parents' estate you've managed far exceed my upbringing costs. Keep it all as repayment. My lawyers will handle the transfer. You think we kept you for money? His father turned purple. We treated you as our daughter-in-law. This is how you repay us. Your parents would be ashamed. Memories flashed of their conditional love cold shoulders when I struggled. Constant comparisons to Olivia. But not this time. Treated me as your daughter? Future daughter-in-law? I laughed bitterly. Funny way of showing it. The wind carried away 18 years of pretense as I walked away with Liam. Behind us, the Davis family's shouts dissolved into the morning traffic. In my previous life, everyone obsessed over Ryan and Olivia's perfect romance. Nobody knew I was his real girlfriend. Refusing to accept this, I exposed our relationship online. Mr. and Mrs. Davis confronted me furiously. Emily, don't you realize you're ruining Ryan's reputation and career? We've accepted you as his girlfriend. What more do you want? Instead of bettering yourself, you're just jealous. Look at Olivia, why can't you be more like her? During media interviews, they claimed Emily grew up with Ryan through our family's arranged marriage promise. After her parents died, we took her in as our own daughter. She's always clung to her brother. Overnight, my name trended across gossip columns. Arranged marriage? This isn't the dark ages. Ungrateful bitch biting the hand that fed her. Ryan and Olivia are the campus golden couple. This creepy stepsister needs to back off. Heard she bullied Olivia in school. Desperate clout chaser. Some nobody dancer? More like stripper total plastic surgery face. Olivia's natural cool goddess vibe destroys her. I endured doxing, cyberbullying, complete social exile, all they're doing. This time, I won't repeat past mistakes. You'll regret this. Don't come crawling back. Mrs. Davis spat venomously, already envisioning my downfall. Ryan stood shocked, demanding, Emily, how could you speak to my parents like this? Where's your gratitude? I smirked coldly. Nowhere. I'm exactly the ungrateful bitch you described. Leave me alone. His parents dragged him away. Warning, son. Cut all ties with her. I stood frozen until Liam suddenly embraced me. Emily, he murmured. Were you lying? Was your past life unhappy? My lashes fluttered. Throat tightening. Truth was, Ryan and I didn't date after graduation. I chased him for years until broken. At 25, my depression led to a suicide attempt. Then a career-ending stage fall. That's when Liam appeared, Olympic champion, proclaiming, Emily, I'll clear your name. Marry me. I'll make you happier than those bastards ever could. On our wedding day, he announced to press, my wife, the girl I've loved for years. Fans called him love-blinded, but he insisted athletes are judged by medals, not gossip. He took me worldwide for leg treatments, played piano during panic attacks, sang me to sleep. His arms became my sanctuary. Slowly, I healed enough to dance again, clutching Liam now. I whispered, every moment with you is happiness. His steady hands smoothed my back. But I still arrived too late, hiding tears against his chest. I didn't confess our future. We married during Liam's prime, decorated national hero. Yet every athlete's peak fades. Our happiness couldn't last forever. Everyone had sky-high expectations of Liam. Even if he took second place, they'd blame it on me distracting him from training. Then during one competition, he was already injured and suddenly spiked a fever right before the event. My heart ached watching him, and I insisted he withdraw. But this obsessed fan came at me with a knife, screaming that I was holding him back. Liam instinctively shielded me with his body. As college entrance exams approached, Emily and I crammed for academic subjects while polishing our professional skills. Thankfully, Liam won the provincial championship that season. I threw myself into dance exam prep. On audition day, I rubbed his gold medal for luck like a charm. That golden boost carried me to first place in the national arts exams. Bursting out of the testing center ready to tackle hug Liam, I instead bumped into my celebrity crush, this ridiculously tall, handsome dancer who actually greeted me, "Hello. Your routine was incredible." Ecstatic, I ordered Liam to snap our photo. My idol glanced at Liam's thundercloud expression and asked, "Who's that?" "Oh, just a classmate." The entire walk home, someone sulked like a jilted lover. Just a classmate? What happened to hubby? Got what you wanted and moved on. Huh? Me, shut it. So I'm the side piece now? The laughingstock? Me, keep talking and I'll kiss you right here. Instant silence. I poked his waist, "When can I kiss you for real?" He flushed, when nobody's watching. When exam results dropped, we both aced our thresholds and got into dream schools. Surprisingly, Ryan didn't study abroad. He and Olivia enrolled at the same Beijing university. Their power couple reputation still lit up campus forums. Though Ryan publicly denied it, we're classmates. I like someone else. Eventually, people noticed Ryan attending every classical dance show with sunflowers. Rumors swirled about his mystery girl. By sophomore year, Liam made the national team through stellar performance. My viral dance sequence in a hit drama catapulted me to internet fame. With comments flooding, "Emily's moves are insane. No wonder she aced the arts exams. With a face and figure like yours. Have you ever considered Hollywood? Heard you've got a show coming up." I stayed up all night scrambling for tickets. Every performance sold out instantly. Soon, people began noticing. The front row always held a young man clutching sunflowers, quietly watching the stage. Rumors later spread that he was Ryan Davis, top student from an Ivy League school and my childhood friend. Netizens went wild shipping us. Then Olivia Brown posted competition photos with Ryan captioned, "Two souls who understand each other best," only to get roasted. Didn't Ryan already say you're just classmates? Stop clout chasing. Girls desperate for fame. Olivia acted all superior in school. Nobody could stand her. Who said Ryan would ever like you? Emily's his real match. That scheming face can't hold a candle to Emily's grace. The Davis family gave interviews claiming, "Emily's been our daughter-in-law since childhood. After her parents passed, we raised her as our own. Trained her in dance." I laughed at their sudden affection. Blocking their calls. I leaked lawyer-drafted contracts exposing their profits from my family's assets. Public outrage erupted. They've been profiting off orphans? Emily's danced since age 7 without their help. When pressed about Ryan, I shrugged, "Same hometown. Not close." Then tweeted at Liam Smith, "Meet my almost legal husband." Liam's followers skyrocketed. Emily's choice never misses. Hot guys really do get drafted first. Those broad shoulders. That height. Just existing near him must cure depression. Power couple alert, I'm obsessed. That night, I discovered the perks of sleeping on 8-pack abs. My former bashful boy had expanded his skill set. "Aren't you tired after swimming 3K? I groaned, batting his hands away. "Button your shirt." He dodged. Voice husky, "Sweetheart. Who sleeps clothed?" Post-performance, Ryan reappeared holding flowers, pathetic. When I chased him, he played hard to get. Now he's the clingy stray dog. Pathetic. Emily Johnson. I get it. I know I did a lot of things that hurt you before. But I really do care about you. All these years, I kept thinking you'd eventually look back at me. Ryan hung his head. Voice hoarse and eyes red-rimmed. I don't understand why you suddenly stopped caring. I took a deep breath, trying to stay calm. But memories from what felt like another life kept haunting me like nightmares. Ryan. I had this dream. After graduation, you left me for Olivia and went abroad for school. You promised we'd get married after your degree. I waited and waited. When you graduated, you said you needed to focus on your career first. Then you started that company with Olivia. You two were always together. Everyone saw you as the perfect power couple. Nobody even knew I was your girlfriend. My throat tightened. I begged you to come see just one of my performances. Just one bouquet. And I would have forgiven everything. But you never showed up. He looked stunned. You said community theater was beneath you. Do you know how busy I am? I laughed bitterly. Busy dating Olivia. Ringing the NASDAQ bell together. Traveling the world. Meeting each other's parents. I wasted years waiting. Everyone thinks I'm the jealous villainess. But my voice broke. I was sick for so long. Eventually I kept trying to end it. When I kept guilt-tripping you, you finally snapped and said fine. I'll marry you. But right before the wedding, Olivia sent me her pregnancy test. I closed my eyes. I fell from the stage lights during my breakdown. Shattered my legs. Your parents paid me off to disappear. Ryan paled. That's not, I'd never, Emily. I swore I'd always protect you. It was just a nightmare. Wake up. Ryan. My voice turned icy. Am I stupid? Maybe. But not blind. You don't love me, you just hate losing your biggest fan. You know exactly how to make me happy. But you choose to watch me suffer. You want both my devotion and Olivia's admiration. Keep your pathetic affection, I don't want it. And you don't deserve me. Meanwhile, Liam was making waves in international competitions after joining the national team, breaking records left and right. As my own career gained momentum, I threw myself into preparing for the prestigious Peach Blossom Cup, the highest honor in dance. My mother's greatest regret was never winning it. And I was determined to change that. Our busy schedules meant Liam and I rarely saw each other. During one rare campus date, a car suddenly careened toward us at an intersection. Without hesitation, Liam shoved me behind him. The sickening crash echoed as we both hit the pavement. Flashbacks of his bloodied body from my nightmares overwhelmed me. Liam! I screamed, trembling violently as I crawled toward him. Hey! Hey! I'm okay! He frantically wiped my tears, showing scraped palms. Just scratches. See? I clutched his face, sobbing uncontrollably. You idiot! You can't die. Never again. He held me close. Okay. Okay. No injuries. No blood. No heroics. Promise. But we both knew the truth. If this happened 1,000 times over, Liam would still choose to shield me first. It took forever for our racing hearts to calm down that day. The person in the car turned out to be Olivia. Emily. You're actually alive. Her pale face stared at me with hollow eyes. Plastic surgery evident in every feature. Rumors had circulated about Olivia's obsessive cosmetic procedures, but I never imagined they'd transformed her this drastically. Back in high school, gossip claimed she confessed to Ryan. He rejected her outright, calling her behavior desperate. When she demanded reasons, Ryan snapped, "Some answers can be found in the mirror." Online trolls viciously mocked her appearance, fueling her spiral into endless surgeries. Coming from modest means, she eventually turned to predatory loans. Academic probation followed. then debt-driven affairs with married businessmen. You ruined my life. Olivia screamed hysterically. Why do you get admiration while I rot in shadows? I was always superior. Perhaps karma works that way. I replied calmly, observing this shell of the once proud girl. After silent deliberation, I dialed the police. The year I graduated college brought hard-won triumph. I claimed the national dance championship. Racing off stage, I leapt into waiting arms clutching flowers. How did I look? I breathlessly asked. Like an enchantress, came the awestruck reply. My admirer stared with the dazed intensity of mythological lovers, muttering about finally understanding ancient kings' obsessions. That same summer, Liam represented our nation at the Olympics. The 22-year-old swimmer sliced through water with record-breaking speed, leaving competitors' hopes sinking in his wake. During the medal ceremony, tears streamed down his face as our anthem played. When reporters asked about his victory, he choked out, "This is for my country, my coaches, and my wife." The press corps froze as Liam fumbled through pockets, producing a diamond ring through messy sobs. Journalists urgently gestured at me, "Just say yes before he floods the podium." Laughing through tears, I embraced my emotional sweetheart and slid the ring on. Later, flushed with embarrassment, he whispered, "Did I humiliate us today?" I sighed dramatically before softening. "Well, it was authentically you." He raised his hands and promised, "Next time, I swear I won't cry." I rolled my eyes at him. He'd said this every single time, yet always shed a few tears. Half the pool water might as well have been his tears. In the following years, Liam represented our nation, accumulating honor after honor. Through hard work, I too ascended to grander stages. At 28, Liam retired from swimming with his legacy intact, mentoring young athletes to break his own records. I passed the spotlight to newer dancers and returned to teaching. That year, we decided to start a family. Will our child be not so bright? I worriedly asked him one day. He smiled. If they're exceptional, let them serve the country. If ordinary, let them bring us joy. Neither of us had known complete familial love growing up. Now we get to reparent our childhood selves. During our 10th anniversary alumni event, former classmates joined us. Suddenly someone mentioned, "Hey, remember Ryan? His family went bankrupt. Made fortune developing properties after graduation. But the market crashed. Lost everything in investments. They're getting foreclosed now." I blinked, the name feeling vaguely familiar. Olivia. Didn't you have a crush on him back then? Absolutely not. I shook my head vehemently.